Question 22. Ebony makes some bracelets to sell. The materials to make all the bracelets cost £190, correct to the nearest £5. Because this is a question that's concerning error intervals, I'm going to write all of my error intervals before I read the full thing. So to write error intervals, I'm going to take my original number and plus and minus my limit of accuracy. That's just whatever it's been rounded to, divided by 2. So for this first one, it's the materials, which is 190 plus and minus, and it's been rounded to the nearest 5. So I'm doing plus and minus 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So for the lower bound, 190 take away 2.5 will be 187.5. And for the upper bound, it's going to be 190 plus 2.5, which would be 192.5. That's that one done. Ebony sells all the bracelets for a total of £875, correct to the nearest £5. So I'm going to do the same thing for this. I'll just call this my revenue, which is equal to 875 plus and minus 5 over 2 again is equal to, that'd be £872.50 for my lower bound, and my upper bound would be £877.50. The total time taken to make and sell all these bracelets was 72 hours, correct to the nearest hour. We'll do this as well. So the time is going to be 72 plus and minus, because it's to the nearest hour, we're going to do 1 divided by 2. So the lower bound would be 71.5 hours and the upper bound would be 72.5 hours. Ebony uses this method to calculate her hourly rate of pay. The hourly rate of pay is the total selling price, which is this revenue, minus the total cost of materials, that's that one, divided by the total time taken, that's that one. The minimum hourly rate of pay for someone of Ebony's age is £8.20. By considering bounds, determine if Ebony's hourly rate of pay was definitely more than £8.20. Show all your working. This is just asking us what's the minimum amount of money that we would get if this is the amount of work that we're doing. So we're trying to minimize this. So if we've got something that's being divided by something else, how would we make this the smallest number possible? On the top, would we want a large number or a small number? We're going to want a very small number on the top, and on the bottom, we're going to need to use a very large number because we want to divide it into as many pieces as possible. But just concerning this top one, if we want to make this as small as possible, we're going to make this number as small as possible. So we're going to choose our lower bound for our selling price, but for the total cost of materials, we're going to choose our upper bound for that one because we're trying to minimize this numerator. For the bottom, we're going to choose our upper bound. So the total selling price, we're using the lower bound, which would be £872.50. It's that one. Minus the total cost of materials. We want the upper bound, so we're going to choose that one, minus 192.5, over, we want the upper bound for the total time taken, so we're going to choose this one, 72.5. And then we'll compare it with £8.20. So 872.5 minus 192.5 over 72.5. That gives me an answer of 9.3793. So this is telling me that even if the amount of work that she's doing is minimized, the value that she's earning is as low as possible, she's still earning more than £8.20. I'm going to choose to truncate this to £9.37 because it's pound and pence. And the final step that we need to do is compare this value with £8.20. So we can see that 9.37 is greater than £8.20. So therefore, Ebony will always earn more than the minimum rate of pay.